So let me check on YouTube, make sure everything's good, everything's live. Okay, that should be good. Okay. Hello guys, this is What About Nintendo, and today we're here with the Patreon podcast. I got Josh Sheriff here. Fortunately, we don't have any more people than just the two of us this month. Probably next month we'll have more people. But this month it's just me and Josh. Josh, why don't you introduce yourself real quick, and then we'll get into the podcast.
Hi guys. How are ya? Good to see ya.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy this podcast.
Probably start the music for everyone. There we go. Okay. But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about Mario Odyssey, and we're going to be talking about the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, or Animal Crossing Mobile. So, first I think we should start out, well, we'll save the best for last. We'll save Mario Odyssey for last. Let's start off with Animal Crossing, especially since that came, just in order of time, that came first. You know, they had the Direct, and then Mario Odyssey came out on Friday, so... Josh, why don't you give us your impressions of what you thought of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, what you thought of the Direct, and if you have played the game, you can give us your impressions. If not, that's fine. Just give us impressions of the Direct.
Oh, okay. So my impressions of the Direct and the game. So the Direct was really good. I liked seeing our friend Isabelle, the dog.
Everybody likes Isabelle.
Yeah. Alright, and she was good. I thought that there was just so much that they had in that Direct. I mean, I thought it was gonna be an actual, like, they're gonna announce more than just Pocket Animal Crossing, like, but I didn't know that it was just that one mobile game. It was just like very, like, it was very short, not that long. It wasn't like any normal, like, regular Nintendo Direct. It was mainly like a mobile Direct, so like it would be a little bit, yeah. And also, I think the game looks great. I think it reminds me of a little Animal Crossing game on your phone. Yeah. I think, but it's more like Happy Home Designer. Like, it's not like, yeah. So it's not actually in the Animal Crossing game series like New Leaf and the past installments. And so yeah. I think they did good, Nintendo. I think they're just bringing more people more of their audiences to the iPhone mobile devices.
Yeah, exactly. This is like Animal Crossing, but even more on the go than before, because it's easier to take around you have your phone on you way more than you have, like, say, like a 3DS or like a Switch or something. So
yeah, so
I always have my phone. Just like, if I don't know my phone, I'm just like, where is it? Where'd it go? I have to have it with me on all times. So, are you planning on trying to download it on the Australian version, or are you just gonna wait for it to come out in North America?
I mean, if I do get it, I'm probably just gonna wait for the North American version. I don't know, because I don't have my my iPhone set at an Australian region.
Yeah.
So I keep everything United States. Keep it simple.
Yeah. You can make a new one. It's kind of complicated. I made a video on it, but I've done it. I actually have put it on I have it on my phone, and I was actually playing it today. I was playing it a lot. I was playing it for a couple of hours. I put it on my sister's phone, and I'm going to put it on my brother's phone as well, but it is kind of complicated. But it's interesting that it's come out in Australia first. Playing the game, I can see that there's already some stuff, like, the game's not actually done. Like, there's some frame rate issues. They don't have all the features aren't in there. Like, you can't craft clothes yet. That's just not a thing that they have. There's just some things you can tell the game's not quite ready, yet it's still out in Australia, but in only Australia. It's just weird. But yeah, I'll get into my thoughts now. I thought the Direct looked really good. I did not like the announcer, though. I thought that she was really weird, and that she kept making everything sound very strange. I don't know what her deal was. Like, she was just very odd. I don't know what was up with her, but other than that, the Direct was really great, and the game itself is amazing. Like, even though it has a couple frame rate issues and stuff, like, it still looks great. I love all the HD models and the HD textures on my phone. I'm looking down at my phone right now. And I think that Animal Crossing looks really good in HD, and it plays really well. I just like the fact that you can go around and, like, do all kinds of different things for your animals, and you can invite them in your town and different things like that. The music is not... play again. There we go. Sorry about that. Something was just wrong with music. But anyways, as I was saying, just Animal Crossing works really well on phones. Like, I didn't think it was going to be as fully fledged an Animal Crossing experience as it actually is, and yet it's pretty dang close to Animal Crossing. Josh, what is your do you have any history with Animal Crossing? What games have you played in the series?
Oh, I've well, when my brother had actually started playing Animal Crossing with a friend of ours. It was the first one on the GameCube. And then I just said, "Oh, that's so cool. I mean, that's awesome." So then then we moved over to City Folk, and then so City Folk was good. And then I just kind of moved over to New Leaf. I got New Leaf. But after a while I got a little bored of it. It started giving me like this, "Oh, I don't know what to do anymore." I'm kind of so I kind of stopped playing the Animal Crossing games and but I did kind of play Happy Home Designer because I thought that was good. So I thought that was more simple. And I mean, Animal Crossing, it's okay to stop playing the games and still be a fan, because there are people, like, I'm a Smash Bros fan, so there are people that like Smash Bros that just don't play the games all the time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What's your favorite aspect about Animal Crossing? Was it building up your house? Is it taking care of your city, talking to animals? What's your favorite part of the games?
I think building up your house is kind of hard because you have a mortgage, and it just took forever. It kind of made me frustrated. And then you know what else would get me confused too is if you if you have anything you don't want to do, is don't mess up the time for your town, because if you because
in-game town, it can do weird things sometimes.
I know, and that's what I did, and then I got all frustrated. I'm like, I'm getting rid of this game. I'm trading in New Leaf. I traded New Leaf, but that's okay. I mean, I don't play Animal Crossing much anymore. I'm all with the cool. I'm all with Smash Bros nowadays, and I've been playing.
Yeah, I played Animal Crossing New Leaf. That was my first Animal Crossing game, and I really liked it a lot. I think probably my favorite aspect, it's like when you have to boil down what Animal Crossing is, it's very odd because it's a mixture of a lot of different things.
Yeah, I know.
But I think just building up my house and talking to animals is my favorite part of Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Which is good because in this game, that's like all you do. It's just you just build up your campground and then you talk to animals. But talking to animals actually does a lot more than it used to in the games. They actually have like different quests and stuff. You have to like go get them different things, and you can just talk to them, and you can raise their friend level, and you can like invite them to your town and get all kinds of stuff. And that's how you level up and be able to craft more furniture. But you can also just go buy furniture and clothes at the store place. I forget what it's called. There's an entire area just dedicated to stores and stuff. But yeah. Anything else you want to talk about for Animal Crossing? You looking how much are you looking forward to the game, to Pocket Camp?
I think it's interesting because I mean I've never seen something like that before in the mobile, so I'm pretty much guessing. Hopefully, it's good. I think it'll be good and excellent. I think I mean I might not download it just yet because I like to give myself some time to see how it is. See how more people like it. What's like? I like to check the reviews on it.
Yeah. Plus the Australian version, as I said, it's not complete. There's still some features missing, some frame rate issues. So yeah, if you just want to wait for the North American full release, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to say about Animal Crossing? Any specific memories you have in Animal Crossing throughout? And it doesn't have to be just the Pocket game. It can be any Animal Crossing memories or anything you want to say.
No, actually, I think that I mean the series I think is really good. I think they do their best to make the series awesome and enjoying to their fans of whoever's an Animal Crossing fan. But yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all I had to say pretty much. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Let's move on to the bigger topic of today, of course, and that is Super Mario Odyssey. Now, you don't have Super Mario Odyssey yet, but you've seen footage, and I'm sure you've seen like reviews and stuff.
Yep.
What are your impressions so far of Super Mario Odyssey?
Well, Super Mario Odyssey, I think it's really awesome. I feel like I'm going back to playing. It's like another Super Mario 64 game. I feel like Super Mario 64 is like coming to the Switch, but it's just it's so different. Like this is, I mean, they did. I love Nintendo. I think they did a great job on the game. A lot of people are just so hyped for this game. They're so happy because the game is so awesome. I mean, I love it. I mean, it's fantastic. And so I mean, Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, I'm glad it released worldwide. I mean, a lot of people thought it was gonna come out for going like November, like December kind of, but I'm glad Nintendo picked the right time because, you know, they picked the right time to release an awesome game with some great graphics. I mean, the Switch, the picture is so hype and it's so super duper HD. I mean, and not to spoil you guys, but I mean, I don't know if you guys knew that Pauline is in the game, but I don't know if I'm supposed to say.
No, you can say that. She's been in like all kinds of trailers. We're gonna try to stay spoiler free, but it's fine.
I mean,
yeah, you mentioned that it's actually coming out like earlier than a lot of people thought. Like November, December is what I thought the game was gonna come out, but no, it come out in October, which is really good because October was kind of just like not much was happening, but then they were just like, Super Mario Odyssey's coming out, and it's just like, oh my gosh, it came out so much earlier than I thought. But
yeah, and it's awesome because when people, I mean, Nintendo, they so good with the way they're creating the game and how like I love their aspects of the graphics. I mean, it's so good. I mean, guys, if you don't know Pauline was like the original Princess Peach back in the original Donkey Kong game, I think. Like, it was like Ray.
Yeah, like way, like I didn't think we'd ever see her in anything Mario related again. I didn't think we'd ever see her in anything new. She's like, all of a sudden, and Pauline's here. She's like, what the heck? Pauline, what are you doing here?
She's from Mario's original former girlfriend, as he was known
distant past.
Yeah, as he was known as Jumpman.
Yeah.
Those days. Yeah. All right. So what are you?
So long ago. But yeah, I've actually played the game for I don't know how many hours, probably at least 5 hours. But I've gone to a lot of the different kingdoms, and it's super, super fun. Like, just going around and gathering moons and just exploring everything. Of course, no spoilers or anything. But it's super, super fun to just go around, and the controls really well. And you were talking about the graphics, how good they are. They are really, really good. Even more so than the trailers made it seem. Like, you're just actually playing it for yourself, playing it at 60 frames per second. With a pretty higher resolution than I thought, because at first it was going to be in 720p, but they actually raised it up to an adaptive 900p. So it looks really, really good, and the textures are really great. The lighting is super good, but the environments are really varied. There's a lot of different places you can go, like desert environments and water environments and even food environments. It's like all kinds of crazy stuff can happen.
Yeah.
There are so many moons. Like, you just don't if you haven't played the game, you don't really understand just how fast you get moons. Like, you can play for like an hour and get like 20 moons. And it's pretty crazy. You just get like, or more. Like, you can just get a bunch of moons really quickly, but there are hundreds and hundreds of them to collect. So the game could still take you like tens and tens of hours. So
yep.
I imagine I'll be playing this game probably for like 100 hours or so when it's all said and done. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love Super Mario Odyssey. I think the game is super hype. I mean, the game looks great. Nintendo, I think made the best effort out of the game. I mean, nothing actually. I mean, they had updates for the game, but that's what they do to stabilize the game, balance, the game, do what they have to do. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna get it for Christmas because I think that's the best time, and that way I have something to do on Christmas. I mean, or like I have something to play on Christmas. I mean, it would be cool, and all this like new stuff like and Christmas is like the best time because not that is that if you're gonna get something like a cool game like Pokemon or the Super Mario Odyssey game or the SNES Classic, then you have something. It's the right time because then you have something to play on Christmas Day when you wake up. And I think you want to, and I think you guys want to do that because also I'm not always with it. I'm always besides I'm with family as well. So yeah, playing, hanging out, chilling. It's the best. The holidays are coming up, so yeah, I think that game is gonna be selling hotcakes.
Yeah, and that game is definitely gonna sell a lot of units for the Switch. It's been getting great reviews. Have you seen the reviews it's gotten? It's actually on Game Rankings, which is a site where a lot of trusted reviewers put all their reviews, and then it collects all the scores, and then it puts it into one total score. It's actually the highest rated score of all time on that site, with a 97 point like something or other. It's really high. No, it's actually 98.28, I think, something like that. But it's the highest rated score on that site. Do you think it maybe deserves that, or do you think maybe what game do you think should be the best rated game of all time? For you,
I think Super Mario Odyssey definitely deserves it a lot because, well, I think if it has the highest score, then it's a great game Nintendo has made. I mean, we already know that Breath of the Wild was a big game, and that one had a big score. And we already know Splatoon 2 and stuff had a big score game. That was a super. And Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, yeah, because that's a poor kind of enhanced version, but that's okay. That's still a great game. I think the top game for the Switch right now is Odyssey, because I mean everybody's gonna want that game. I mean, once they see it, it's like, wow, holy cow.
Yeah, and Nintendo currently, it seems like nobody else is going to be able to top Nintendo for Game of the Year, but which one do you think is going to win? Do you think Zelda Breath of the Wild or Mario Odyssey? Which one do you think is gonna be the Game of the Year for this year?
I'm thinking I'm just thinking Mario, because everybody I know Mario Odyssey now, I just don't know if any, I know that not a lot of people have played Zelda now, and I think a lot more fans were eager for Mario as it is. I think when they saw it, they just, oh my god, it's gonna be like 64 Mario. I'm like, oh my god, it's like that.
Yeah,
like
Mario 64 is so good.
It's been such a long time since one of those 3D Mario games. I mean, the latest Mario game that came out years ago was like pretty much the 64 one and Mario Sunshine. And
we haven't had to open a sandbox Mario game since Mario Sunshine, and I don't even think Mario Sunshine is very good. So for me, we haven't had a true 3D Mario game since Mario 64. Like, I loved Galaxy. Like, they were great games, but they weren't the same as 64. They weren't the same formula.
No, you're right. Yep. You gotta love 64. That was the best one.
Yeah, because I recently played Mario Sunshine, and I was just like, no, this game does not hold a candle to Mario 64. Not even close. Like, just it doesn't have nearly as varied environments, or the levels aren't as fun.
I loved Super Mario 64 because there's so many kingdom worlds, and now whenever someone plays Mario Odyssey, they'll be like, oh my gosh, it has like that same environment as 64 had.
Yeah. It has that same kind of level structure and
the
way you go around and doing things.
That's right, because in Mario 64, you had the stars, where you had to collect the stars. Same thing, like you collect moons as you go.
Yeah, but they're easier to collect this time around. There's a lot more of them, like hundreds and hundreds compared to like what 120 or so in Mario 64 compared to we're thinking like maybe even almost 1,000 in Mario Odyssey. Like, that's a lot more moons.
Well, yeah, it's easier this time because technology is, back then mechanics and all that stuff it wasn't easy to get things faster So now the
Yeah.
reason why today is the reason why they're making it easier today to get the moons and all that is because technology. I mean, back when they made Mario 64, it was like the computers would have been like running off some old like Windows program, like Windows 95 or 98. I mean, those were the Windows back then. There was like no, the computers were just so different. Now today, technology just runs, and you could do pretty much anything, like any coding that is like different from the past. I mean, you could code. That's why it's so easy to get like the moons and stuff. Like you could code so much. It's so hype. I mean, I love it. And that's why it's so easy. It's like great technology, big step, today in this. It's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. So you think this game you think Mario's gonna win Game of the Year? And I almost I'm very inclined to agree, because when I played Zelda, I was like, oh my gosh, there's nothing that could be better than this game. Like, there's no way Mario Odyssey's gonna be better. It's just Zelda. It was just, you asked me which one is gonna be Game of the Year. It's just like Zelda. There's no way anything could top it. And then I play Mario Odyssey, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this game is so good. Now I don't know which one should be Game of the Year. Of course, yeah. I plan on doing a big Game of the Year discussion and stuff towards the end of the year. Probably a Game of the Year podcast for Patreon like we're doing here. So I don't know which one I'm going to put as number one, Mario Odyssey or Zelda. Of course, I've beaten Zelda. I haven't beaten Mario Odyssey, so I can't quite say. So I'm not going to say which one's better yet. But yeah. I definitely think I'm having more fun playing Mario Odyssey than I was in the first couple hours of Breath of the Wild. But there was also some different factors to that. That it's not, you can't just compare them directly. They're sort of different types of games. So it's kind of hard, but there's a lot of stuff also that I don't know about Mario Odyssey. Like, apparently the story, I'm not going to go into it because spoilers. Apparently, towards the end of the story, it gets, really good, and, a lot of crazy stuff happens. So, I'm curious to see what happens there. I'm even hearing that, there's an after game to Mario Odyssey where you actually, something to do with Peach. I don't know what it is, but something to do with Peach. So, I don't know what's up with that. So there's a lot of different factors that are going to go into whether or not this is going to be Game of the Year or Breath of the Wild. But, gosh, I played maybe 5 to 10 hours, and I'm just every time I stop playing, I'm just I really want to play again. I really want to keep playing. I just want to keep playing. So, and I didn't quite have that draw the first time I played Breath of the Wild. Of course, the first time I played Breath of the Wild, I was also super tired, and I just wanted to go to sleep because I'd been up all night and a lot of crap was happening. So that might have had something to do with it as well. Mario Odyssey, I was like, I'm gonna get some rest and make sure I'm not tired to play this game.
Oh yeah, definitely because when Zelda came out and stuff, the reason why you were tired was because Zelda was Breath of the Wild was a launch title with the Switch.
Yeah.
So you went to midnight launch.
Yeah, I had to go to midnight launch, and I had to stay up super late and all kinds of stuff. So.
Yep.
I literally drinking 2 cups of coffee that day. I couldn't stay awake because I had been running back and forth. Because GameStop is 5 minutes. It's a 5-minute walk from my house. So I just walked there and back. GameStop. So it was just constant and running back and forth from GameStop to my house. Try to get this stinking Switch and play me some Breath of the Wild.
Right.
I don't know which one's gonna be. I'm not sure which one's gonna beat it, because typically I like Zelda games more than Mario games.
Of course.
Super Mario 64, I'd rather in Mario Zelda Ocarina of Time versus Mario 64, I'd say Zelda Ocarina of Time. Skyward Sword versus Galaxy, I'd probably say Skyward Sword because I really like the story, and Skyward Sword was really good.
I mean, it was so good.
But typically, I like Zelda games more than Mario games. But this time, I might pick Mario over Zelda. It's hard to say.
Maybe. Yeah, definitely.
I feel like there's some problems with Breath of the Wild. The story was pretty terrible in that game. I thought it was gonna be really good, especially after Skyward Sword, where the story was really good, and then and then we go to Breath of the Wild, and the story's just like what did not even exist. And then a lot of technological things were held back by the Wii U.
Yeah.
A lot of frame rate issues that caused by the Wii U development, and you could tell the game was rushed heavily to get it out on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
So, a lot of kind of problems like that might put Mario Odyssey over the top. But I still think they're both great games. Maybe even some of the best games ever made games. So it's nice to see that the Switch is doing so well, like with games. I did not expect two games that might be considered best of century, best of all time perhaps games to come out in the first 8 months of the Switch. How are you liking the Switch's library so far? What kind of games are you playing on it? And how are you liking it so far?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, I'm liking it real well. I'm playing playing Splatoon 2. I'm playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I haven't played my Switch a lot, but I'll still play a lot. Even if I don't have the time. I've also been playing Mario on my. I still play my Wii U a little bit just to get some Smash Bros. Wii U, but yeah. I'll still but I still kind of I think the Switch deserves the best HD picture because I love it. I mean, I'm feeling hyped for this Switch. I mean,
yeah.
Every day, I used to before the Switch was getting released, before it was even released, I used to be so hyped for it. I'm I can't wait for this thing to get out, get out here and come out. I'm so hyped. I mean, we have to get the Switch.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really glad the library's been so good. And there's for me, a lot of people have been saying that Mario and Breath of the Wild, those are the games that are gonna be the best this year. But I don't know because there's Xenoblade Chronicle 2 is coming out towards the end of this year and December 1st, and I don't know. Xenoblade is one of my favorite franchises of all time, so that might be even better. We got 3 potential games that could be on my top 10 favorite games of all time in 1 year. So, but are there any game series or games that you want on the Switch that aren't haven't been announced or aren't coming so far? I know you're a big Smash player. What do you want them to do with Smash on the Switch?
I think they just I don't know. I'm either thinking I'm either thinking maybe port it or I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard anything. I have no idea. I'm not saying it's bad. I heard Sakurai say what I'm thinking is that what I heard from this Game Source channel. They said that Smash might come out for the Switch, but it's unlikely when or whenever. I don't know because I don't think it's gonna be. Sakurai said to us that I doubt that it probably won't be ported or not. It might not, because he said that the Wii U one would be the last Smash game, but who knows? I mean, he might port the Wii U version to the Switch. I'm thinking if he ports the Wii U version to the Switch, that'd be great, because I want him to add the Ice Climbers. I think the Ice Climbers were a very good duo, and I think that'd help me. I think that if he ports the Smash version to the Switch, it could be just like Mario Kart Deluxe, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That way, it's enhanced version of Smash Bros for Wii U. There's everything's unlocked, and you don't have to do things.
Nice.
Yeah, but it depends on how. I don't know. It's very unlikely. I have no idea. I hardly ever.
Yeah, I guess you still play the Wii U one, don't you?
Yeah, and I also play the 3DS one because that's easier for me, so I don't have to always disconnect my Switch.
Yeah, but if they put it on the Switch, then you can play it on your TV and on the go anytime you want, just on one console. Except
it's HD on the go instead of being on a small little puny little screen the 3DS.
Yeah. Going back and trying to play on the 3DS after you play the Switch, it's just no, I don't want to play on these tiny non-HD screens. No thanks.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think a lot of people are just you know, whatever.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I actually want to go back. Oh wait, do you have anything else to say?
Oh no. Oh yeah. I mean, if you want to go back, it's fine. I mean, I was just saying that. Yeah. I mean, like I said, games feel complete. Sakurai says the games feel complete. I mean, he likes to keep the games the way they are. He doesn't want to.
Sakurai doesn't want to make Smash Bros anymore. Let's be honest. He's so tired of that series now.
No,
he
and also
wants to move on.
Yeah, and it was also his arm. He has arm problems too. So
yeah, he was having health problems just trying to make Smash Wii U. Like he was having like a lot of problems with that game. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were just like maybe they'll get a new director and just have him as kind of an overseer. That's what I suspect, because I don't think they're just gonna get rid of Smash Brothers. I don't think no chance that they're gonna do that. There's just no way.
Yeah, I mean maybe. Yeah.
They might get somebody else, or Sakurai might just teach the ways of the sensei to somebody else and make another Smash Brother game. But I wanted to go back and hit on Pocket Camp because there's actually an article I've just read that I just literally was going through and trying to see if there's any other things, other topics to talk about while we were discussing stuff, and actually saw that Animal Crossing Pocket Camp actually reached #1 downloads on the iPhone faster than Mario Run and Fire Emblem Heroes. Which is crazy because it's only available in Australia. Like,
yeah, that's amazing. I've never ever heard that before. I never knew that. Well, that can happen. I mean, like I said, games. The stocks, they go up, and I mean, a lot of people must love Animal Crossing. I mean,
yeah, I downloaded it on the Australian eShop twice. I'm gonna download it a third time, and I don't even live in Australia. Like,
I know. It's like,
yeah.
Hey, we have to live in Australia.
Yeah. Also, it is one of the highest rated games on the App Store right now. It actually has a 4.9 out of 5. So it has a almost completely perfect score. And this is out of 6.78 thousand ratings. So 6,780 people rated it, and almost every single person gave it a 5 out of 5. So it's doing really, really well. Personally, I haven't rated it yet because I want to actually go through and play it more before I rate it, but it's actually really good. Like, it's getting really good reviews and stuff. So I'm going to read off some statistics here. So the game reached #1 among all iPhone apps faster than Super Mario Run and Fire Emblem Heroes. The game reached #1 within 12 hours of its launch. Super Mario Run was #2 after 12 hours, reaching #1 on the Australian App Store after 14 hours. So it actually reached #1 2 hours before Mario Odyssey, or in 2 hours. It took 2 hours less for it to hit than, I said Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Run, which is crazy. Fire Emblem Heroes was number 35, ranked app 12 hours following its release, and its highest spot was only number 13. So it never even, Fire Emblem Heroes never even reached #1. Like, but Animal Crossing Pocket Camp just blasted up and hit #1, which makes sense because Animal Crossing is perfect for the phone. Like, it just is perfect for that game.
Yeah, of course.
As far as just how much money they're actually making, it is only available in Australia, so there's not a bunch of people who have used it. Like, the most people, let's be honest, people who pay money on iPhone apps that are free mostly live in America and Japan, so this makes sense. But they're at a number 117 top grossing iPhone apps.
Right.
Even on Android, it's reached #1 on Google Play's top free chart in Australia, and is number 595 in top grossing. So it's doing really well, and it hasn't even been released. It releases in a month, and it's already topping the charts. Like, how does that even happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
Happen? The game's not even actually out in most countries, and yet it's already doing amazing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the power of Animal Crossing on phones, apparently. Yeah, I just thought that was really, really cool. But I'm really looking forward to when the game comes out fully on in North America, so we can get some more features in there and start getting like holiday stuff. I really can't wait to see what they do for Christmas, because I always liked having Christmas in Animal Crossing. Did you ever do any of the holidays in Animal Crossing, like Christmas and Halloween and different things like that?
Yeah, it's so. Yeah, I think it's so funny how those holidays go, because it's just the funniest. I mean, it's hysterical. I mean, Halloween and Christmas and all the holidays in Animal Crossing, I think they were like, it makes you think of celebrating the holidays with your friends there, like with your animal friends. Like, it's so cool. I think it's like the best. I appreciate Animal Crossing for doing the holidays. I mean, the music's awesome, especially when you get to stay up late on New Year's in Animal Crossing. That's amazing. But
yeah. I liked Christmas was my favorite in Animal Crossing. Yeah. Because I always made my room. I always had a specific, like, holiday room, and I decorated it and take down the decorations and put it up for the latest holiday. And I always loved Christmas the most because I got to put up, like, a Christmas tree and lights and all these Christmas decorations. And then on Christmas Eve, I just play the game while I wait for it to be, morning to open my presents. I just sit there and I'd just bundle up and drink some hot cocoa and, play some Animal Crossing and just kind of walk around my room and listen to different songs. But I think I used Stale Cupcakes for that one. That's my favorite KK Slider song, Stale Cupcakes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, those songs are just hysterical.
The song names are ridiculous. She's like, Stale Cupcakes, what does that even mean? Who knows? But yeah. Yeah, any more thoughts you want to share on this topic? Just how well it's been doing?
I think it's been great. And I mean, I feel like I just don't have enough anything else to share, but I think they did good. I think Nintendo's is bringing a high audience.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to move on to our final topic, and that is the fact that Nintendo actually took 2/3 of the market share for September for their sales. So what I mean by that, if anybody's confused, that means that in America, they actually sold, of all the hardware sales that were in America for September, Nintendo accounted for 2/3 of them. So apparently the SNES Classic actually outsold everything as far as hardware. The SNES Classic outsold everything. Then the Switch outsold the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and the 3DS was underneath that. So all Nintendo hardware accounted for 2/3 of all the sales, and PlayStation and Xbox only accounted combined for 1/3. So what do you think about that, Josh? Are you happy that Nintendo's selling so well and the SNES Classic's doing really good for them?
Oh yeah, they needed to have that boost in sales. I mean, they were going down, but they have to go up, and that's the best that I've seen. I mean, I'm glad for them. I'm happy. They have great independent company. They always know what's best. And I just think they're doing a great job. I think they're the best company that I like. And I like Nintendo. Very good company for their games and people of fans alike. Anyway, yeah. So it's great. It's good time to celebrate for them. Yeah.
Yeah, I always like it to see Nintendo doing well, especially after the Wii U, when Nintendo was doing so bad. Like, nothing was selling. Like, it was just losing all kinds of money. I mean, yeah, the 3DS was selling, but the Wii U just wasn't selling. Like, their games weren't selling, the 3DS wasn't selling, or the 3DS was selling, but it actually started to go down after a while.
Yeah. And also, sorry to interrupt. It was, yes, 2012 was actually Nintendo's worst financial year because of the Wii U. The Wii U kinda. The reason why it didn't sell out that good was because of the commercials were just so terrible. The little kids
were so bad.
The little kids were just like, they made me kind of think it was just annoying.
Yeah, it was like they target it to like 3 to 5 year olds. It's like the highest age range I ever saw in any of their trailers was like 10. It's like, those aren't the people, there is a group of people that are young children, they play, like, Nintendo, but there's a lot of older people like us that we're older teenagers, and young adults as well, that play Nintendo games, and you didn't market it to them at all. You just marketed it to very young kids. And really old people, too.
Yeah, and I could say, it's like they made it like the Wii U was only for little kids, not for older people like us. And also, I'm just glad, and you know what, they didn't make enough consoles. That's also why it just did so poorly in sales, and they were just going through a tough time with those.
And all the people confused about what it actually was, because when they first showed it off, all they showed was the controller. They didn't actually show the system. So people thought it was just an add-on controller. That's it. They didn't think it was an actual new system.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Nintendo doesn't always do that good. But that was back when they had press conferences, and I think what happened, I think the press conferences, when they moved away from that, it helped them out too. So, yeah.
And also, I've been seeing a lot of TV commercials for the Switch, like, especially Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh, yeah!
I saw, like, a bunch of Fire Emblem Warriors commercials, some Mario Odyssey commercials, so...
I've seen some for, like, Pokemon, the Deluxe, you know, Pokemon
Deluxe. Tournament Deluxe?
Yeah!
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, Pokken, I'm like, wow! I mean, yep, you're making commercials for that, and I'm surprised. I've never seen like something like that ever happen. That's amazing.
Yeah, Nintendo actually making TV commercials. It's like something other companies have been doing for so long, but yet Nintendo does it. We're like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I've been seeing YouTube commercials for the Switch as well. Like, I've just been seeing commercials everywhere, just up, down, left, and right, and center. Just like commercials all over the place.
Well, yeah, Nintendo's selling good, so yep, that's the best. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I think I think we got a little bit of time, so I'm going to let's just end off with one last very small topic before we end the podcast here, and that is the fact that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe actually won the Best Game Award at BBC's Radio #1 Teen Awards. So which means pretty much there's a radio BBC, and they send out different surveys, and they ask people what the best game of the year was, and people voted that the best game of the year was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. So what do you think about that, Josh? What do you think about that being the best game of the year?
Well, now I'm not too sure about that being the best game of the year, because I'm like, well, we already know about Mario Odyssey, like I said. That's even better. And I mean, I know there's just so many. I know a lot of people just like everything Mario, but it seems to be for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Game of the Year would be like, yes, they would have to be a whole new type of Mario game or something.
Yeah,
it has to be something better. That's a little cheesy. Sometimes I think that they make things, they just do it for fun. It's like it's just a rip-off.
I don't really think that the best game is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe either. I mean, it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a great game, and battle mode is awesome, but to be game of the year when all it is a port of a Wii U game with battle mode and 1080p, that seems a little lame, especially when you have Zelda Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, I know.
Same year, and Splatoon 2, which is a full new Splatoon game. Like,
I know, right?
How is Mario Kart? Why would you think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best game of the year?
Yeah,
like I don't see that personally.
Yeah, no, and you can't. Yeah, and also, yeah, it's like, you know, it's like Mario Kart and Smash Bros are kind of related, because Smash Bros you're fighting with Nintendo characters and same with
Mario Kart 8 is almost almost like the Smash Bros of, you know, Nintendo Racing. Almost.
Yes. Almost. Yep.
Except especially now that they have like Link and the Animal Crossing characters in it, like they're branching out other than just Mario Kart. I hope they continue to do that with. I just want a Smash Kart, please. Just like all the Nintendo characters in a Mario Kart. Like, stop just being Mario. Can we just like stop it with just Mario and like get like Fox and like Ice Climbers and, you know, like Pit and all kinds of cool people in here. Like, Mario characters are great, but I want like all the Nintendo franchises in one kart game. That'd be awesome. Maybe when that comes out, then a Mario Kart game could actually be game of the year, but not this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think in the same year when you have Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Splatoon 2, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Mario Odyssey, Marketing Deluxe just isn't Game of the Year. Let's just be honest here. It's
Yeah,
not.
no.
It's not
Yeah.
Game of the Year. It might be one of the best games of the year, but it's definitely not the best game of the year. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out as the last kind of real short topic before we ended off the podcast. But yeah, I think we've been going for a pretty good amount of time. Got about 46 minutes here. Not a lot to talk about this week or this month, but we'll have more to talk about probably next month when a lot more stuff is gonna happen. So we'll probably have some more people on here as well.
Yeah, sure.
But let's just do the outro, and I'll let you say bye, and we'll end it here. So thank you guys all for watching. If you liked this live stream, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this Monday through Friday. And of course, all my Patreons who are getting to view this earlier than everyone else, thank you guys for supporting me. Thank Josh, who is the person, of course, who has been doing the discussion with me. Thank you as well, because you're a Patreon as well. Thank you for that. And if you guys who are not Patreons, if you're watching this after on YouTube, just normally late, if you wanted to watch this live, comment live, and offer up topics and all this, and watch it days before everyone else, then just make sure to be following us on Patreon, or following me on Patreon, for only $1 a month, and getting these Patreon live streams way earlier than everyone else, and a lot more content too. But yeah, Josh, just say anything else you want to say about any of the topics or anything, or just say bye or whatever you want to do.
Oh, well, I gotta say, have a great rest of the weekend, and enjoy it, okay? All right, let's do it.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.